Let's learn about data management. There's a proven concept for managing data to ensure that it translates to meaningful information. Our team refers to this as the 3 C's of data management. The first C is capture, strategically capturing the data to support your implementation goals. Most of our data will be captured on work order records, but we also need to strategically capture data on the records that will be the components of the work orders. On a work order, we will routinely capture the following components: the maintenance task record, or the activity that is performed; the asset, or what the task will be performed against; the personnel, who will be performing the activity against the asset; and the inventory, what parts are used in the service or repair of our assets. The second C is control. As we are capturing our data on records, we need to have a control mechanism in place. This concept applies to both record management and workflows. Much of this control is enforced by the security settings that you determine for your implementation. And the third C is compare. Once we have effectively captured our data on records and have controlled the process, we are now in position to compare the data for analysis. This is where the return on investment is. This diagram illustrates the type of information that can be captured against a work order. Remember, the data that you capture against a work order will always be determined by the reports you need the system to output for you. You may want to answer questions like this: was this work order planned or unplanned? When was this work order due to be completed? What type of maintenance needs to be or has been performed? What is the priority of this job, or your sense of urgency pertaining to this activity? When we link a maintenance task to a work order, it brings with it specific instructions for the activity, the safety procedures that need to be followed, the crew size or how many people need to be involved, the estimated time that it should take to complete the activity. When we link the asset to the work order, it brings with it the service information like meter readings. The asset also brings with it the department that the asset is associated with, the location where the asset can be found, the system that the asset is connected with, and the cost center, or the budgetary charge area for that asset. Automatically follows the asset to the work order and positions you to immediately report against those details. The personnel, whether it be an employee from your organization or a vendor that you're bringing in as contracted help for that activity. Either record brings in information to the work order, like their name, their labor rate. The inventory that you bring to a work order also brings information for reporting. What's the name of the item? What's the price per unit? That cost loads up against the asset on the work order and factors into the total cost of maintenance for the activity. Definitely something we want to report against. If you're wanting to quantify your failure codes, the reason for those failures, the repairs that you're performing to address those failures, and the results that your assets are left in after the repair is made when the job is completed, all those options are available on the work order record. When we complete the work order, the other financial details we need to report against are calculated in that process. Other questions can be answered like, when was this work order completed? What was the estimated hours compared to the actual hours for this job? If we have effectively captured the data on the components that we will be linking to work orders and continuously capture those components on work orders as you process them, control the workflow process, you will be in a good position to compare your results and verify that your goals of your implementation are being met. For questions about this topic or any other topic, feel free to email us at support@mpulsesoftware.com or call us at 800-944-1796.